Okay, thank you very much. My name is Om Namah Shiva. You have seen my YouTube channel, part 1, Oil and Gas Knowledge Hub. Okay, so that will give you my introduction and basics of the oil and gas. Now we are going to have small introduction to oil and gas midstream. What is midstream and how does it work?
Transportation and pipelines.
And yes, this is about pipeline, you can say.
Yes,
okay, this is a presentation, may take 1.5 to 2 hours time, maybe more. Any doubts, any questions, you please write a comment in YouTube channel. I will respond to each and every one. Okay, now understanding the business, upstream, midstream and downstream. See this figure, what I am showing here. I am trying to explain about midstream. Okay, midstream is having a vital role between upstream and downstream. Is it okay? And onshore, offshore also. It is a remain same in onshore, offshore also. Here in the business point of view, we should think and we should ensure that which service it is, either source service or suite service, because the cost effective is more on the source service. So if it is suite service, it is less cost. Okay, the suite service and source service, there is a small formula. The partial pressure of HDS is greater than 0.05 psi is called source service. In other words, you can see this crude oil is defined as SOR. It is sulfur content exceeds 0.05%, or if does not meet the required threshold for hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide levels. So sweet crude, on the other hand, is defined by the New York Mercantile Exchange as petroleum with sulfur levels below 0.42%. That is the difference in measurement point of view, source service and sweet service. Whenever we are making a project, we are constructing a project, midstream line, from one gathering station to any downstream area or any seashore off to offshore area, if it is sweet service, very less price, project cost will be, and if it is source service, lot of precautions to be taken and it is more expensive also. See, upstream introduction, exploration, field development and production operations. So this is upstream, and it comes to downstream. Downstream is mainly for transportation of oil and gas, processing, storage and distribution. Okay, and further it goes to the downstream area. Downstream area, manufacturing, refining and petrochemicals with wholesale and marketing condition. This is the downstream area. Now we are going to discuss about midstream. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So, how it starts? Let us discuss few points about the regulatory points and oil and mine regulations before going to the construction points. Okay, this is how it starts. Project feasibility report, regulator, licensor. See, this is the one example project. This report has given by the one company, that is DGH, Director General of Hydrocarbons, is the regulator. So they will take permissions from the and license from the DGH, and they will go for this project feasibility report. Legal aspects. Application for environmental clearances, environmental impact assessment report. You see this example reports. These reports are available in Google Net. We can download and review all the details. Okay, these are the important things and aspects. And health and safety. This is also Indian Oil Corporation. This is main key points are hazard identification, risk assessment report, fire and exploration, risk assessment report, risk reduction, SIL, system integrity level, hazard and operability, hazard, and alarm as low as reasonably as practicable. These are the key points shall be ensured before going to the midstream construction. And these Indian Oil reports also, health safety environment studies are available in net. Google. You can just Google it and you can read for more information. Various stages of project. There are, if you want to start a project, there are so many things are involved. Okay, this engineering, procurement, construction, EPC, engineering, civil, electrical, instrumentation and controls, mechanical, IT, communication, outcome of engineering study or engineering specifications, pipeline location and civil works, route survey, population density indexing. Route survey means from where the line will go, what is the density of the population. There are some guidelines. We have to follow those guidelines. And mechanical works, pipeline, porting, welding, NDT, hydro test. Cathodic production is an important role in midstream pipelines. And electrical works, instrumentation and controls, telecommunication including PIDS, SCADA, supervisory control and data acquisition, phaser reports, phaser health, project health safety environment review. These are the important factors, various stages of the project. Many companies are there. You can see this L&T, Punj Lloyd, Petron, Monali, Lighton Engineers, India Private Limited, Fabtech, Jai Hind projects. These are the companies and many more companies are available to carry out the different stages of projects of the different disciplines or all disciplines. If you award a contract, they will do all the jobs. Is it clear my way of speaking? Is it clear to you or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If any doubt, if I am going speed, please let me know so that I can give you clear understanding. My intention is you people are youngsters, students should understand my language. It is for your future and study. Then commissioning activity, picking, hydro test, system acceptance test, functional test, critical spare identification, commissioning of the system. Once you completed the project, various stages of the project, then pigging. What is pigging? I will explain you. Okay, hydro test of the entire line and system acceptance test, then functionality test, critical spares identification. Once you are going to this stage of commissioning, these things should be in hand. So critical spares means there are a lot of things, maybe some pumps, some valves, spares, maybe mechanical seals, maybe bearings. These are the critical spares. These should be identified and keep sufficient stock during the stage of commissioning, mainly gaskets. There are a lot of different types of gaskets are there. Whichever is applicable, you go to the drawings and make a list, and these are the critical space identification list should be there, and the stock also you should keep before commissioning. Okay, then you start the commissioning of the system. Operations. Once you start the operation system, hand out to the operation team, operational HSE aspects, baseline data collection through IP, intelligent pigging. Baseline data means the thickness of the entire pipeline, 360 degrees, every minute to be calculated. There will be called IP operation. Okay, intelligent pigging activity. This activity is most important to get the beginning, starting dimensions of the thickness. Okay, then maintenance and inspection plan, creation. SAP maintenance management module. Once it's committing operations, these are the activities. Pipeline integrity management system, OISD SOP, okay, aims, asset integrity management system, OISD, DGMS audits, Director General of Mine Safety. These are the things should be completed and should be in hand during the course of operations. Okay, see these are the safety elements. Safety PPE is must while working in the oil industry. Hand gloves, helmet, safety harness, coverall, safety shoe, safety goggles, and earplugs, ear muffs. These are the most important things. Okay, during operation, maybe in construction, maybe in operation area, you should wear personal safety PPE, personal safety equipments. Most important things. So DGM is also very much particular about it. Whether it is somebody is particular or not, you should be particular about yourself and your safety and your family. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Then good. See, if we go to the engineering stage, so far we have discussed a general topic, whatever the requirements, operations and all. Once here we need to discuss about specifications, codes and standards. Okay. Now I will discuss about specification. Specifications means any specification will give you shape and dimensions. Okay. So this is a specification are made by owners of assets. All specifications shall be followed in field applications. If specification demands for any code, the specification demands for any code or standard to be followed, then application shall be in line with owner's specification field. A specification will be made by the owner because a operator means owner. Operator is taking lot of risk and spending lot of money. So they have to decide, okay, up to what extent my HSC regulation should be there and risk factors to be minimized. Based on that, they will write specifications. Any codes, there are so many codes, ASME codes, BPV, ASME, BPV codes, and these codes are only reference documents. Okay, standards will give you the dimensions and shapes. Specification will give you the details of requirement. So the specification is Bible during the course of carrying the any project job. Example of specification API 6A you take. API 6A specifies requirement and gives recommendations for the performance, dimensional and functional technologibility, design, material, testing, inspection, welding, marking, handling, storing, shipment, purchase. Repair and remanufacturing of wellhead and Christmas tree. See this Christmas tree. It is explained in my YouTube channel, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5 also. You go through that and definitely what are the connections you can find. Then similarly APA 6B, flanges for wellhead and Christmas tree equipment. Well neck, integral blinds, target and test blinds, pressure ratings. Okay, APA 6D, specification is an adoption of ISO 14313, 1999, petroleum and natural gas industries, pipeline transportation system, pipeline walls. 60 is the primary specification used for walls in pipeline service. You understand what I am telling about here? Specification, codes and standards are different. Codes and standards are governed by the governing body. Okay, if ASME codes once in 3 years, they will review. Okay, and this is only reference documents. Any standards, it may be API standard or any Japanese standard, will give you the dimension and shape. Understand? And specification is written by the owner who is spending a lot of money for his project. He will specify, you use this code, then only you have to go for code, specific code. Okay? Oil mines and regulations, roles and responsibilities. Here we are trying to understand what is OMR, what is DGMS, what is OISD. Okay? And these are the important roles, important things having individual roles. And simple definitions I am giving here: adequate inspection of the installation and equipment thereof. B, a thorough supervision of all operations at the installation. C, the installation, running and maintenance in safe working order of all machinery in the mine. And the D, the enforcement of requirements of the Act and these regulations. The oil mines regulations OMR 2017 have been notified by Ministry, duty and responsibility of competent person for well perforation. See, this OMR is having 2017 edition. You can go through that. It is available in the Google also. It is very clearly specified who is installation manager, what is commissioning, what is construction, what is relief valve, okay, what is pipeline, these things, and very clearly it is given in OMR. Please go through that. DGMS. The mission of DGMS is the reduction in risk of occupational diseases and casualty to persons employed in mines by drafting appropriate legislation and setting standards, by overseeing compliances thereof, and through a variety of promotional initiatives and awareness program, creating an environment in which safety, by drafting appropriate legislation and setting standards, by covering compliances thereof as intensively as its resources permit, and through a variety of promotional initiatives and awareness programs of the officers of DGMS exercise preventive as well as educational influences over the mining industry. So, my friends, what I am trying to explain you is this DGMS, OMR and OSD, API, ASME, codes, standards and governing rules and regulations. Then design basis, material design data, process design basis. See, earlier we have discussed HDS conditions, sweet service or source service. If it is sweet service, what material to be selected? If it is source service, what material to be selected? Okay. Now we go to the, before designing, you should understand that source service and sweet service. Then if it is sweet service, then go through this, or if it is source service, go through this. Material design basis, and API 5L line pipes manufacturing two varieties of PSL1, PSL2. PSS stands for product specification levels. This, any pipeline construction, they will ask, you go for PSL1 or PSL2. Okay, the PSL means product specification levels. Pipes are used in different types of environments such as corrosive and non-corrosive. Pipes used in the severe corrosive environment required material that can withstand such process conditions. On the other hand, for normal services, a standard quality level pipe will also serve the purpose. See, this is, sorry, PSL1, PSL2. You see this chart, okay, summary of differences between PSL1 and PSL2. And pipeline thickness basis, design basis. These things, you can go through this. It is available in net, Google. Okay, the small letters, it is pasted over here for your ready reference. Understand? And just Google it. Summary of difference between PSL1 and PSL2. You will get the details. Go through that. You will understand much. You will have an idea, good idea. Now, let us start the construction. Within the energy sector, there are two major types of pipelines, liquid pipelines and natural gas pipelines. Liquid pipelines transport crude oil or natural gas in liquid form, refineries where they undergo distillation and the production process. Cross-country pipeline. This midstream pipeline is called as cross-country pipelines. Cross-country pipelines, midstream, all same. Only thing is liquid service or gas service, source service and switch service. This is the difference we will identify during the design stage and process conditions you will come to know. Cross-country pipeline means all pipelines located beyond the boundary of any facility, including pipelines after separator exploratory well and its associated facilities which are required to transport of liquid hydrocarbon from the point to another, excluding piping within the refinery, separation and processing plant up to the isolation walls. You have seen the first diagram, what I have explained to you. This is the boundary. Midstream, upstream, downstream. Upstream boundary up to the fencing area. From the fencing area of the upstream, the pipeline will start, which comes to midstream to downstream. So up to downstream, isolation walls are there. Okay, from the upstream fencing, outside fencing, launcher area it is called. Okay, the receiver area, isolation walls are there. Up to that it is called cross-country pipeline. Okay. Sorry. Cross-country pipelines are basically pipeline outside the battery limit of the process or storage plant. These are generally long-distance pipelines covering various roads, rail crossings, river crossing, sometimes also across the sea. The design of these cross-country pipelines are governed by ASME B31.4 as design code, API 1104 standard for oil transportation lines, and gas lines B31.8 design code. Now, you try to understand. Cross-country pipelines are designed based on ASME, that means American Society of Mechanical Engineers, BPV, boilers, pressure vessels, B31.4 as a design code. Okay, and 1104 standard, it is talking about standard. Design should be carried out as per 31.4, B31.4, and API 1104 is the standard for oil transportation lines. So, try to understand the difference between standard and code. Okay, this is for oil lines, and gas lines, the code is, design code is B31.8, gas transmission lines. Pipelines are constructed in a sequential process, including staking of the right of way ROW and pipeline centerline, ROW clearing and grading, trenching, buried pipelines, pipeline, welding and bending, field coating of weld joints, testing, lowering, trench fillback and ROW reinstatement. This is the construction, simple way. We will discuss in later slides. Pipeline ROW rights of way are strips of land up to 60 feet in width, in which to identify the location of buried pipelines within the rights of way. Distinctive to call the utilities notification center 2 business days before digging begins. See, there is 60 feet width. That means center of the pipelines 30 feet either side. Total width should be, ROW should be 60 feet minimum. Whenever you are going to dig or doing excavation job, you should take local government permissions by giving a notification before 2 days minimum, 2 business days. Reference documents. For construction of this midstream, there are certain documents we should refer. OIST standardization, formulation of the disaster management plan, accident analysis, evaluation of safety performance. This is OISD role. This OSD you should refer. Refer OSD standard operating procedure for integrity assessment of petroleum natural gas pipelines. Okay. OSD standard 141. Okay. Design, construction, requirement for cross-country hydrocarbon pipelines. Okay, this is very clear. Then OSD standard 214, cross-country LPG pipelines, and OSD 216 for natural gas transmission pipelines and city gas distribution networks. This job is being carried out. At present, many companies are there. A Gujarat company, GPCL and HPCL, many companies they are doing the job. Okay, API RP recommended practice, it is 1160, mining system integrity for hazardous liquid pipelines. B31.8, gas transmission distribution piping system. This is a design code for gas transmission lines. ASME B31.8, yes, mining system integrity of gas pipelines. These things must be referred. ASME 31G, manual for determining the remaining strength of corroded pipelines. This is also most important, remaining thickness calculation. After over a few years, the pipeline, maybe after service, giving 15 years, 20 years, there will be degradation, internal corrosion would be there or external corrosion would be there. So for that internal corrosion, for purpose, manually you can determine the strength of corroded pipelines. Now sequence of pipeline construction. Survey, cleaning and grading, stockpiling, stringing, field bending, ditching, excavation, welding, coating, PTFE tiles laying, lowering in trench, backfilling, cathodic protection, hydro testing, cleaning and restoration. These are the activities. Now you see how this affects. Now minimum the trench level, trench should be, this is the dimensions, minimum dimensions, D plus 0.8 meters from this end to this end. If the diameter is 8 inches, okay, that means this is 6.4, 6.4, 12.4 inches plus 8. 20.8 inches should be the distance. Understand? And this is, whenever you complete the excavation, the sand cushion must be 150 mm. It is not a local muram. It should be a sand cushion. Okay. Then PTFE tiles laying. Then 1D, that means 1 diameter of the pipe. This should be soft soil shall be filled. Okay. It is not moram. Moram means a rough material. That should not be there. It is sand. This sand should be 150 mm and 1 diameter of the backfilling with soft soil. Then this is the backfilling material which you have digged and taken out during the excavation time. See, this is what sequence of what we have discussed here. Survey, root survey. Okay. Then see this, cleaning and grading, stockpiling. What is doing? This is the grading, cleaning and grading, both sides of the total entire ROW area. Then these are the pipes, stringing method. Okay. And see how they are lifting. This is the way you have to lift the pipe while lowering time. These are the equipments to be used in the cross-country pipelines. Okay. And once the welding is completed, you have to lift the pipe and lower it like this. Now this is welding. Whenever you do the trench, it should be shored. The shoring should be around some degree angle, some 30-degree angle should be there, because maybe 1 meter, 1.2 meters you may go to depth. For lengthy lines, it may collapse. To prevent the collapse, it should be more width and shoring excavation to be carried out. Okay. Once the shoring excavation is completed, then you fill the sand. Okay. Sequence of welding activities: pipe stringing, then pipe welding, then NDT activities, non-destructive activities. That means X-ray, ultrasound testing. X-ray means radiography testing, ultrasound testing, then wrapping and coating, then cleaning. And there are, these pipes are LPE coated lines. 3 LPE. 3 means low polyethylene. LPE lines. LPE coating will be there. This coating should not be damaged. So you see this pipe end around 200 mm, it is bared, it is cleaned. Then both sides it is cleaned, and with the support of pipe clamp, they are joining the pipe, both pipes. Okay. Then they started welding. Okay. So once, because if foreign material is there, the welding is lot of imperfections and defects will come during welding, during the course of welding. This welding point, there are WPS there. We have to discuss in separate video. I will explain you, go through that. Okay, regarding welding, coating, and NDT, I will give you separate videos. Okay, I will upload in the YouTube channel in near future. Because if I expand here, it will be very vast subject. Okay, the time is not sufficient here. Okay, so our intention is to understand basic things of the midstream. Still, I am giving you more information since we have time. See, this is pipe spreader bar. This is called spreader bar. A pipe should be lifted like this, because the pipe ends, plain ends will be there and bevel ends will be there, and these ends should not be damaged. If it is damaged, then again your pipe length will be reduced. You see the length, normally in construction field, in mechanical construction field, they say double random pipes and single random pipes. In cross-country pipelines, you see the pipes taking area, these are all double random pipes. These double random pipes means at 12 meters length from this end to this end, plus or minus 10%. That means 11.7 meters to 12.3 meters length would be there from this length. It is not exactly 12 meters length. So 1 kilometer line, if you lay and weld, approximately 83 joints will come in 1 kilometer line. The pipeline kilometers, maybe 200 kilometers, maybe 100 kilometers, maybe 500 kilometers. Okay, it doesn't matter. It can go, but in construction field, those companies, what I have explained to you, these companies will make parts, spreader 1, spread 2, spread 3, spread 4 like this. If it is lengthy line, they will make more spread. Each spread covers 4 to 5 kilometers. Well, not more than that, because the people traveling, okay, from one end to another end is very difficult. That's why each and every spread, there will be a spread manager, spread superintendent, and spread in charge will be there. Spread foreman, spread workers will be there, one group. Each group having technicians, fitters, welders, equipments, and manpower and management team. Okay, the main aspect in this construction field is 3 M's: management of time, money, and machinery. These 3 things are most important during the project phase. These things shall be planned well in advance, and time calculations also are there. Okay, my friends, now we have constructed one pipeline, midstream line, okay, and lower the pipe, welded pipe after testing and all, then do the hydro test of the line and complete the hydro test procedures as per the specifications and codes, and backfill it. After backfilling, there are pipeline markers. Pipeline markers will be reflecting like this. Okay. So these pipeline markers, once the line is completed, in all respects, handing over. Okay. Install all this oil pipeline, gas pipeline, and any excavation. The phone number here. Here you can give the phone number. Okay. Whenever the renting, training are there, these things are there. Okay. The most important thing. And so I will explain some accident. East Goa district. Nagram village. Failure of the management. That means these gas lines and pipelines, everything, there is a specific design lifetime is there. If lifetime is 25 years, during the 25 years, we should give, and as I discussed earlier slides, asset integrity management system, okay, thickness gauging system, IP system should be there, which they are not done and they are not taken care for this. Due to that, over a period of 25, maybe many years, 50 years, 40 years, life of the gas lines, internally it is corroded because maybe some reasons. You can say one example I can tell you. Debris inside the pipeline, maybe in gas line, condensation will be there. There is an entrapped corrosion, entrapped oxygen. Because of the entrapped oxygen, this entrapped oxygen inside the pipe will attract the ferrous. That ferrous, after over a period of time, in presence of the entrapped oxygen, it will make a hole. That because of that hole, see, this is from the gas has come up. Nobody knows the village. Totally very bad scenario. On early morning around 5:30 hours, accident took place. Many people are died. So this is your responsibility as a pipeline engineer, midstream in charge, midstream engineer, midstream supervisor. Whatever the level doesn't matter. You should take the entire responsibility and ownership to save the nation and save the public and assets. Because of that, OISD means Oil and Safety Directorate has made 14 points SOP after this incident. This SOP is available in net. There are 15-16 points are there. Okay, they have mentioned zooming maybe see feed quality analysis, symmetric pipeline. We go through this 16 points, and during design what you have to do? During design 2 years, 25 years. Okay, 25 years, 25 years. You see this table, it is available in the net also, and mostly these are the pigging activities. What you have to do, they are advising before doing any pipeline or after completion of the pipeline IP survey, then pigging according to the standard operating procedures. Okay, these are 15-16 points to be mandatorily should be observed for the public safety and personal safety, environmental safety. After that, once it is completed, There are signboards should be there. Along the pipeline should be CP survey, cathodic protection survey. Then PIDS, pipeline intrusion detector sensor. Many important areas such as the protection of important areas, communication cable and pipelines. A lot of literature. This PIDS we have discussed earlier already. Huh? Opportunities in EPC and commissioning. Nowadays, in the EPC industry, EPC means the global oil and gas EPC market. Engineering, procurement, construction market is expected to grow at CAGR of 6.5% in the forecast period 2020 to 2027. Engineering, procurement and construction is a prominent form of contracting agreement in the construction industry. So, you to utilize this opportunity, you are all youngsters, students, engineers, right? Looking for better opportunity. Nowadays, across the globe, lot of oil reservoirs are there. So, plenty stocks are available. Maybe in near future, there is very short of drilling and exploration. That means upstream industry may be restricted to wireline operations and cleaning operations only. Okay, and some of the wells are abandoned and some of them are in operating conditions. So overall, if you go to the industry, opportunities in upstream is less. In the sense, exploration and drilling is less. Right, there is opportunity in EPC and commissioning, preventive maintenance, like these activities are there. Any engineer, maybe he is petroleum engineer or mechanical engineer or process engineer, chemical engineer, they are having ample opportunity to learn and work. So what I suggest, go through the videos. All my videos are important for you people's future. Go through those videos, try to understand. Any doubt, you can contact me, you can write me, I will respond to you individually. Okay, my friends. Thank you and best wishes for your career ahead. Your knowledge is your asset. Please subscribe my channel, share my channel, press the bell button and write your comments. I will respond to individuals. Thank you.